Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Light of Ascension Tarot. Thank you for being here today. We are just coming off the Pisces new moon, still in that energy, that peaceful, loving energy. And we are going to look at today's reading is called Nature's Wisdom, What's Blooming for You, okay? So we're gonna have some cards that have flowers on them, animals, etc. And we're gonna use our natural environment to help see what is blooming in our life. Today is Sunday, and today is actually the day where we spring forward and we set our clocks ahead an hour, which means in the northern hemisphere, we're gonna be getting more light, and we're heading into the spring equinox here as well too. So we're going to be taking a look at what is blooming in our lives right now, okay? And I'm going to have 3 piles to choose from with 3 sets of pre-shuffled oracle cards. And the other thing I wanted to mention is if you're finding this channel independently, meaning you just found it online, then without coming from my other channel, I do have another YouTube channel called powermoontarot by Natalie H. And the link to that channel will be in my description box. On that channel, I do 18 plus readings, pick a cards, romance, love, relationship type readings. On this channel, I do more spiritual, experimental type readings, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do that will be in the description box. So let's go ahead and get into the piles. For pile number 1, we have this blue stone, and actually I don't even know what it's called. I've had it for a long time, I think 20 plus years, and I used to have it in with one of my tarot decks that I opened up after years and years. So the blue stone with the blue cards for pile number 1. For pile number 2, I just got this recently, with some oil that I ordered, some conjure oil that I ordered, and I think it's Pyrite. It's got that gold kind of sheen to it. So for pile number 2, we have the Pyrite, and for pile number 3, we have the Leopard Jasper. And I've been really into Leopard Jasper lately, just kind of really loving it, finding it very interesting. This was another one I got in a box of something I ordered, and for a while I didn't know what it was, right? I was like, what is this? And then I think it's a Leopard Jasper, okay? So we are gonna go ahead and get into your reading. That's pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you can go to your time stamp in the description box, find your pile. You can always watch more than one pile too, in order to receive nature's blessings. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number 1s. Okay, put my selenite right there. We're ready, Spirit? Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the blue stone. And today's reading is called Nature's Wisdom, What's Blossoming for You in your life right now. And I just got a sense of power and authority. Okay, pile number 1, I'm just getting that right out of the gate, but with this peaceful blue ocean energy here, I also feel like you're doing this in a way that is, you know, it's not lording over others. It's not, you know, putting others down to raise yourselves up. It's just about being in tune and in flow with your rhythms. Okay, pile number 1. So we're going to go ahead. We have a whole stack of oracle cards, and we have the tarot here. Spirits, angels, and guides, please open me up to the energy of pile number 1 and their energy for the springtime and what is blooming for pile number 1. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Ooh, we have Raven magic. So the magic is afoot. We have the Raven spirit is with you, and your magic is coming full circle. And, you know, I think a lot of times, especially for those of us who are witches or like to go with the flow of the seasons and experience the magic around us, sometimes we miss the most subtle signs or clues because we've got our head down and we're focused on something, but there is magic all around us. Pile number one. Black tourmaline, eliminate, right? So what do we need to eliminate and what do we need protection from? And then we have the bat, journey, okay? So eliminating things that no longer belong on your path and not being afraid to, like I said at the beginning of your reading, power and authority. You're claiming your power and authority, but not in a way that, you know, you have to, like I said, put down others or, you know, slap the others over the head with a hammer. But it's just like, you know, you've decided like, hey, I'm on a different path. I'm going on the path of magic, and I'm going to eliminate any, I feel like you guys are eliminating any sense that you're not on the right path, right? And then you're trusting in the magic. You're eliminating any distrust that you're not on the journey that you should be on, because you really are here, okay? We have evolutionary colors, seal of evolutionary colors, progressive awareness, multi-directional change. Yep, okay. So what else? Let's get the oracle cards out here. We have fox glove, we have connections, all right? And then we have garlic, actually. Interesting. I was seeing that while I was shuffling. We have service and connections here, okay? Then we have divine disguise. Oh my God, look at you guys. Wow, I feel that. That's powerful, pile number one. Look at that energy, like disguising yourself, protecting yourself, disguising yourself as you move on this new journey, okay? We have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So some of you guys may be trying to eliminate this energy of envy in your life, or other people who've been very envious of you and where you're at, okay? And that's coming up here. We have, friendship. So you guys may have experienced some envy in friendship. And then it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, okay? And I feel like some of you guys may have with that need to eliminate, you know, and a lot of times it's like not even the friend necessary that we need to eliminate. I'll leave that up to you guys, pile number one, as to whether there is somebody in your life right now that needs to go. But it's almost like an inward journey of, you know, if we're sensitive and we can pick up on that people are seeing our evolution and our soul's journey, and we might have some people around us that are connecting with us that are envious of us, right? And, you know, we may disguise what we're doing or who we are or our own strength in certain situations because we're afraid that people are going to see how our evolution, our soul's journey, right? And how protected that we are through that, right? And how connected to a service mindset we are, and how that really amps up, you know, the magic that we're able to do in this lifetime. We have Minnie Tonkin, longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers, okay? So you guys connect with people in a very unique way, and the services that you offer to others and the way that you come to this world in service has evolved your soul. And I think for some of you, you haven't always shown that part of you. You've disguised that, all right? And here, we're not afraid anymore that we're actually approaching things in a way where if I show who I am and I show my true self, then that's going to attract my tribe better than if I hold back, all right? And that sense of belonging, some of you guys may have felt like, you know, you needed to put yourself in disguise, right? And, you know, that as you became more aware of the energy and you evolved, you realized that, you know, you were hiding parts of yourself here or feeling like you didn't belong. and that was really stifling your magic or weighing you down, I feel like, pile number one. And here you are here stepping out of that finally. Yeah, we have spring, Watchtower of the East. Oh my God, I love that. And your question is, what's blooming for you? And we are in the springtime right now. So get ready to find a real sense of belonging. And, you know, with you guys, I feel like you've also been fine on your own, okay? Like some of you have just been fine on your own to do your service to humanity, have an inward journey, and eliminate everything around you that doesn't serve you. Like many of you have been fine to do that. But I see here that there's like a longing, right? There's a real longing for belonging and finding your tribe. And I feel like that's coming in here. We have chalice and fulfillment. Okay, yeah. So it's like getting excited to have, and this is emotional fulfillment, I feel like, for you, pile number one. This is emotional fulfillment that's coming your way, and a sense of belonging to the community that you're in and connecting in service with others. All right, and bringing the best that you have to offer to the table here. So actually, I want to take a look at foxglove connection. All right, I want to take a look at this flower and read a little bit about it, because this is connecting through nature. Okay, let's go ahead and see here. Foxglove. We have fern, and then we have foxglove. Fairy folklore and fairy thimbles with foxglove. Foxglove is widely distributed throughout much of the northern hemisphere and is a common wildflower. You will see these tall, stately plants in meadows, along highways, and in flower beds. Honeybees love them, and in turn the plant is dependent on bees for population. Though used to make important heart medications, this plant is poisonous to humans and other animals, right? Okay, so right, like healing, but doing it on your own, pile number one, all right? And all parts of the plant are toxic, including any water in which the flowers are kept. While poisonous, foxglove also functions as a companion to various other plants to ward off disease and rot within a garden. For example, adding foxglove tea to the water in a vase will keep your other cut flowers fresh and blooming for a longer spell. Adding a few foxglove stalks to your cupboard when storing potatoes or other tubers will increase their life, okay? The name foxglove is tied to this plant's association with the fae, so the fairy, all right? The tales also result to this foxglove being given by a naughty fae to the fox to silence his steps when hunting, giving the fox an advantage against other forest creatures. All right, yeah. So giving you an advantage here. Foxglove is often mentioned in Irish folklore, for example, to be given in small doses to children thought to be suffering from fairy stroke, or as a charm that can cure wanderlust when worn. Okay, curing wanderlust. That's so funny. The foxglove oracle property here is connection. This quality is inspired by the associations that this plant and its relationship with magic and fairies in the unseen realm. Foxglove is a wonderful addition to a garden. It also attracts pollinators. You can find foxglove proliferating in areas that have iron, tin, or coal deposits. This magical plant is associated with Venus and with the Empress Tarot card. An oracle contacts in the world connection could be speaking of your relationship with a person, a community, or even with yourself. Your history, your subconscious, your physical body. Are you feeling isolated or cut off from someone or something? Remember, much like a garden, connections require care and tending. If you're feeling disconnected, try taking action rather than waiting for things to come to you. Reach out to a friend, find a way to contribute to your community, ask someone out for coffee. At times we feel disconnected in some aspects of our lives. These connections that require work and space to flourish. Okay, so yeah, connection. And some with this energy of poison, but also helping, right? We have service And garlic is also, you know, warned to keep away like emotional vampires, right? And to keep away the muggles and all of that. And then we have black tourmaline, right? Here too. So, you know, as you guys are evolving on your journey here and you're becoming more aware of your environment, you're understanding what needs to go. And you're starting to make better connections with people who are like you, all right? And you're able to ward off the connections that are not for you, particularly if you feel like there's envy or, you know, people looking at you like, I don't know why. You know, instead of having envy, can we try to have friendship, right? Instead of being envious of others, can we try genuine friendship? Can we try not always feeling like we've got to look, you know, we got to watch our back because somebody is like, you know, and I feel like sometimes we have with this foxglove, it's connected to the Empress, right? So you guys are growing and you're evolving and you're shining here. And there may be people around you that are like, hey, like how can pile number one have this, right? And they don't understand that you've been on this evolutionary process and you've been progressing multidimensionally on your own inward journey here for quite some time. So what you have to offer and give is going to be, you know, different, but I think a lot than other people. And I feel like, you know, spring fulfillment. Okay. So we're coming, you know, May, or we have March, April, May, we have springtime, right? And, you know, fulfillment and happiness here and not feeling so alone, I feel like is what's blooming for you. All right. And let's see with number 16 here with this seal of evolutionary colors. I just want to take a look at that. Okay, so the changing colors in geometry signify new movement and experiences, a redefinition of interests, bringing a sense of progression and an awareness of available directions that are now open to being considered regarding one's pursuits and discipline, generating change in multiple areas of one's life. A path branches in many directions, offering valuable choices and insights to be experienced. Okay, yeah, so right after we eliminate and take flight from situations, we have many different directions and choices that we can go in. I just want to look at this divine disguise right here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to look at it a little bit here. Blessings are the mysterious workings of the universe. They are here to help us along our path and to live our truth and full potential. The universe has the knack of knowing just what we need when sometimes we think we need something altogether different. All right, this divine disguise brings you a positive message and a prediction for your future. It brings the promise of peace of mind and a realization that the universe does really know what it's doing. It's in your corner, on your side, cheering you on. This oracle indicates the real beauty of a situation isn't obvious to you yet. It could be a delay or a change in plans that turns out to be in your favor, even if at the time you aren't sure if it signals failure. It could be the wrong person saying no, so the right person could say yes. It could be being blocked from turning back to your past when you must continue forward into the magic of your future. I love that. Whenever you're hidden, whatever your hidden blessing, the oracle tells you that you are soon going to realize just how loved and helped you are. Okay. The universe in all its grace removes the mask and reveals its face, shining down with love for me, helping me become all that I can be. Okay, so yeah. And you know, this could be us with this bat facing inward to this elimination card here, this black tourmaline. It's like, you know, sometimes turning back and going back within when we're feeling like we're being pushed to evolve and we're being pushed towards evolutionary change. It's like sometimes that feeling like I have to go back and do more. I have to go back and revisit that. And Spirit is saying, no, you know, it's time to, it's really time to focus on your fulfillment and your happiness, right? And using envy as a tool to help us realize what's missing from our life, right? If we're envious about something, it can help us identify what is missing from our life and where we need greater connection, all right? And then with this magic raven here, asking that Spirit, if we take the first steps, will Spirit provide, okay? And kind of just, you know, saying that. And yeah, Spirit will provide, right? As we just found out here. So let's go ahead and see for my pile number ones, spirits, angels, and guides, what is blooming here for my pile number ones? I mean, for some of you, I feel like this could be fulfillment and happiness in a romance or a friendship, right? Or a connection that just feels so, that doesn't have, you know, some of those issues, right? Or if they do have issues, you're able to overcome it with your love for one another, okay? It's like for some of you, finding a lot of fulfillment and happiness during this springtime and eliminating the need to kind of go back to old territories over and over and over, okay? And finding your tribe, finding that connection that really, you know, that really resonates with you. Yeah, the Ace of Cups just fell out of my hand, and we have Chalice here. So this is a new beginning. And a lot of times I see this Ace of Cups as a new beginning in our health too, our health and well-being. You know, because health is happiness, right? And health is the new wealth. And I feel like this Ace of Cup is pouring our energy. You know, it's like Spirit is giving back to us here, right? Spirit is giving back to us, and it's this endless flow and cycle of us giving and receiving. Like we have this service card here, okay? And with this Chalice and this Ace of Cups, some of you guys could be, you know, meeting a new person here. Yeah, we have the Star card that's really fated and destined. It could be an Aquarius, or it could be, this is also, I feel like, you just getting a lot more peace about some of the situations in your life. And the Star is really one of the only cards where, you know, where we see a naked person, right? Under the moonlight. And so it's like getting naked in front of the stars, right? Naked under the stars. And to show who we truly are right here with the magic, all right? And connecting to your star family, your soul tribe, connecting to your higher chakras here, connecting to your genius, pile number one, okay? And we have the Hierophant here. So this could be a teacher or somebody that comes into your life. I love it. Your cards are just falling out of my hand. A teacher or somebody who comes into your life with a lot of wisdom, who is going to help level set your life in a way. And, you know, this is someone who is kind of more like an equal to you, I feel like. This is somebody who sees the divine in you, and somebody who is like on your level, okay? And this could be a mentor or someone like you mentor each other. You help each other and mentor each other. I don't get that this is like this person coming in. I don't feel like they're like horizontally, like it's a horizontal or like it's a vertical structure, like someone above you. I get this as someone who is like you in their spiritual nature. We could have Aquarius and Taurus energy here. But, you know, we're having fun with the Three of Cups. Like we're letting go, and we're having that magic moment, that time where we can really enjoy ourselves, okay? And I feel like if there's been anyone in your life who, when you are trying to go into your own magic, or you're trying to express yourself in a certain way, and this person has been really stubborn with you, they've been like not wanting to hear it, not wanting to see it. You guys may have somebody in your life who is, you know, like you're trying to kind of get more high vibrational, but there's a person who is being stubborn or doesn't want to hear it or is not into that, okay? And that's where that energy of elimination, the black tourmaline, is coming in to sort of protect you from that and to help you find more of a like-minded tribe, where instead of having this relationship of hierarchy where there's one above the other, or there's someone has to be higher than the other one, it's more like everyone's the same. We're all in the same playing field. We're together. We're evolving together, okay? And this person that I'm talking about that could kind of shut you down when you're feeling more spiritual or you're feeling more expansive, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this person I feel actually is kind of envious of you and the way you live your life, pile number one, the way that, you know, that you are just becoming, you're just becoming like joyful in your expression of who you are. And for those of you that don't currently have a person like that in your life, congratulations, raise your glass because I mean, right, all energy is here to, I'm not trying to serve our evolution, right? It's trying to help us move forward. But I also feel like some of you guys could have kicked someone like that out of your life, and now you're kind of celebrating the fact that you can just sort of express yourself however you want here. We have the moon. Okay, we have the moon and the stars in the sky. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. Okay, and that's a song from the 90s called I Swear, and I'm just feeling that right now. And you know, I think like what you guys have really wanted is either friends or relationship or companions on your journey, whether that be sisters, brothers, soul sisters and brothers, or your actual sisters and brothers, to kind of join you on this path, right? And you know, and I think the people that you're attracting into your life, pile number one, are going to be comfortable with the unseen. They're going to be comfortable with, you know, and it's about getting comfortable with the unknown path for you as well, pile number one. The path that is like less rigidly defined is what I'm getting here. And meeting people who will be silly and strange with you, like be really strange and silly with you without judging you. All right, it's that true friendship energy. And I love this purple hue right here. Okay, and you're saying, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So a friend is here to show you what it is that you truly want and what feels compatible and what energy feels good to you. All right, and you know, maybe, and I feel like with the moon card here, you guys are going to be doing a lot of dream work too. Like that is also blooming, is your dream work and your sense of daily enjoyment and your sense of connection, and not feeling so quote unquote out there, feeling like there are other people that can connect with you. Okay, and going deeper into your own subconscious self and letting others, temperance. Okay, so I mean, you guys have a lot of major arcanas here, every single one. So besides the 3 of Cups, right, which, you know, is like this deep, it's like it's celebrating one another. I do feel like there's this energy of needing to celebrate where we're at and celebrating our journey thus far together. I feel like that is also blooming for you too, pile number one. And with this temperance energy here, I get this energy of trusting the unknown. Okay, trusting that what we're working on and what we're evolving into, there might be 1,000 different directions that we could go, and we might not have a damn clue at some times, but we just know the older version of ourselves is, you know, no longer our older version of ourselves. Like having compassion for the older versions of ourselves is very important too, right? But also being willing to let go and not continually stay in the past, and seeing how we can take like the older version of ourselves and mix it with the new version to come up with a formula that is uniquely us. Okay, and I feel like this is happening for you now. This is a very like witchy power of yours, pile number one. This ability to kind of take the past and the present and kind of weave them together and create a new tapestry. This is a very kind of witchy power that you have here. And so let's see what else is blooming here for pile number one, Spirit. So Page of Swords, right? So some of you may have been holding back a little bit here and wondering, like, you know, thinking that I still sometimes have trouble expressing myself, and I still have trouble, I still feel sometimes like when I'm expressing myself that there's an authority over me who knows more than I do, or I have to second guess myself. I feel like some of you may feel like that at times, and Spirit is saying it's time to move on from that energy. And remember, I talked about at the beginning of your reading about power and authority, but doing it in a way that is really inclusive, okay? Where there's no hierarchy with this Three of Cups. I'm gonna put the stone here because I feel like this is very important here. Like where we can appreciate each other and see each other as on the same evolutionary path, you know, and right, instead of second guessing ourselves with people who we feel like are trying to pigeonhole us or trying to tell us, no, this is the way to do it. This isn't the way that you do it. I have the answer and this is how you do it. And I feel like what happens in that space is that it kind of like mutes your genius, right? Pile number one, and it takes you back to a place where you're just like, you know, feeling unsure of yourself. And this may go back to a time in childhood, okay, when you felt that way. And the thing is that, you know, we gotta shine and show who we are and be as weird as we possibly can be if we're trying to meet our soul tribe, right? And we're trying to come out of that disguise energy of like hiding our power or hiding who we are. What else is blooming here for pile number one? Yeah, you guys are leaving behind any sense. Look at that Emperor on the bottom of the deck. And what did I say at the beginning of your reading? Power and authority, but in a way that honors others, but also taking up space for your own evolution, baby. And you guys leaving behind any sense that you need to doubt yourself or that you need to question what you're writing, what you're saying, or that you need to hold back because there's some authority over you that isn't going to be pleased with what you're doing, all right? Letting that go and coming into our own power and authority and going into our own flow, our own creative space, right? Recognizing our own inner genius. That is what's blooming for you, pile number one. Love that. I absolutely love that for you guys. And hopefully you felt the magic of that in your reading, because I know I did. And I started to get really comfortable in your reading. At first I was a little like, where is this going? And I think that may happen to you guys too. But it's like, all right, like once you feel comfortable, we can dial it in. Pile number one, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Let's do it. All right. All right. Let's do it. So pile number two, right away, I'm getting this feeling of, you know, getting frustrated when we don't know the answer about something right away, or really pushing hard for answers to questions that we've been having, right? And also feeling like people can see us struggle, or people can see us when we don't have, feeling like we don't have the answer and feeling frustrated by that, okay? And what's happening, I feel like just right out of the gate here for you, pile number two, is, you know, finding a sense of your own inner value and finding the true gold within you, and, you know, and really mining yourself for that. Really mining yourself for that instead of the frustration, okay? Instead of letting the frustration take over. So pile number two, I'm already getting these messages for you. And welcome to your reading, pile number two. You chose the Pyrite. And today's question is, what is blooming for you? All right. And I have my Hedge Witch deck, and I don't know that much about flowers, so I have to read it to find out more. And something I like to do is find out more about flowers. So we're going to get into the natural wisdom, nature's wisdom here for you, pile number two. So let's get it. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number twos, please help us release any frustration with where things are headed and things are going, and let us be able to mine the treasures within ourselves and in our environment. Okay. And I also feel like, you know, with this gold, with this Pyrite, it's also wealth and abundance for you to pile number two, and not getting frustrated in that area of your life. Instead, you know, being a fire starter, All right, being a fire starter. I love that. Pile number 2. Let's go ahead and find out what is blossoming right now for my pile number 2s. What is blossoming? Ooh, we have the Orca, the records, the Hall of Records, the deep remembering in ourself that knows intuitively and emotionally where we're going, right? And some of you guys could be working on reading your Akashic record or reading the Akashic records of others. And it's funny because I'm just about to embark on that journey myself. I do Akashic record reading, but I'm actually getting some formal training around that, which I think is going to be really cool. So welcome to your reading, pile number 2. We have Destiny, Crow. All right, I love that. The Crow spirit. Ooh, Earth, physical, grounded, right? When we're pursuing our destiny and we're doing a lot of intuitive work, this pile may be for my intuitives, right? It's important that we stay grounded and that we stay stable and firm in what it is that we're doing here. We have guanine and cystosinine, commitment, connection, flexibility, and resolution, okay? And sometimes, it's actually these 2 elements are kind of joining up here. It's this unexpected, it's like when we bring 2 elements together, in connection, we have to be flexible in order to find resolution, right? And so that is coming up, card number 3, and I'm going to read this one. Actually, it's like 2 different elements coming together, being flexible in our commitments, and being resolved to kind of stick with something until the energy sort of, comes in and melds together. We have wormwood and caution, okay? So wormwood, caution. We're going to find out what that's about. We have clover and nurture, okay? Nurturing our destiny, right? And as we're bringing together 2 different elements and coming together, that we're being kind of cautious about that at first, and we're respecting, our own evolution and our destiny, where we're headed here. We have the good geisha, I love that. I love that, you guys. We're going to read about that. And then I have here pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone, right? So, not pride in a positive way, not in a negative way, right? Pride in a positive way. I love myself and I see myself in a positive light here. And then we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind out to. Yeah, that's that commitment and discipline and flexibility that's needed when we're trying to bring something into manifestation, into the earth plane, knowing what our Akashic records say and our destiny is aligning with us here. And we're nurturing that every day when we take action towards our goals, okay? We have Council of Light. The divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Okay, so people organizing around you right now, pile number 2, people coming to help and assist you, ascended masters, teachers, healers, and your higher self coming in to give you some really epic downloads here. And the caution, I think, is about grounding yourself in the physical world and having structure and discipline with what you're doing, right? And remember at the beginning, I talked about that frustration energy. And this geisha here, like you can tell, like she's got some tears here, and her mascara is running, and even though she looks beautiful and really like she's doing things really well, right? And I feel like sometimes we can become dissatisfied, like we're putting in a lot of effort, we're giving things our best, we're trying really hard, but it's like sometimes it's like, well, what is the missing ingredient here? Okay. And your helpers are coming in to nurture you. And I do think you guys need some softer energy in your life right now. I mean, you may be working really hard, taking a lot of pride in your effort and your discipline, the detail of what you're doing here. I'm getting like Virgo, Cancer type energy in this pile. We have spell and manifestation, right? So getting a little frustrated when our manifestations aren't immediately coming through the physical plane right here. Let's see what else we have. We have the Lady Goddess and the feminine energy here. Yeah, and the geisha too is like this dance, it's this energy, it's this performance, right? And it's our femininity, whether you're a man or a woman watching this, right? It's our feminine energy and feeling, you know, being able to get in touch with that in a way that feels good to us. I feel like here with this Lady Goddess and this geisha kind of energy. I want to read this geisha, good geisha, and this is card number 18, okay? So the good geisha, let's see, card number 18. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we're just going to see. Okay, are you ready to opt out of the game that most people play unconsciously? It's a game of image and appearance at the expense of true self. So many people are used to playing this game, they no longer realize that they are doing it. They don't really know who they are, and they are afraid to really find out. They live behind masks that appeal to others, but slowly starve their authentic self, denying it the opportunity to experience being seen and to receive real love. Okay, any promise of success, love, or wealth that begins with contorting yourself into something you are not is a false promise. It cannot deliver anything worthy of you. You are not a fearful soul, but know what it is like to have been caged in an invisible prison, in a way of thinking and being that is not good for you. In times gone by, your soul has been shackled, your voice silenced, your true beauty hidden under more appropriate and acceptable guises. Your intention is misunderstood and your words misconstrued. You've been like a beautiful wild creature captured, though somehow, you know, people trying to tame you or change you. Your sacred rage and divine defiance has rattled the cage of your past, forcing the door to swing open. You can and must continue to set yourself free. Be free from the expectations and opinions and projections of others. Be unafraid to discover the depths of your own being and coming into life. If you do not, you shall bind yourself to a life that is far too bland for the color and majesty of your soul. Being what another wants you to is false, a false promise of love, and you are destined for real love. Look at this, goddess, lady feminine, okay? Make sure you start by giving it to yourself, and then you can share it with others and receive it from others too, okay? From this day, I wash away anything that is untrue that I've had to do or say. I choose to free myself to just be me in all my crazy, beautiful, crazy divinity. I love that. Okay, so we're not like, you know, she's very put together, but she's crying about it. Like there's something missing, right? There's something missing in my life is what I feel like here. And, you know, there's something deep that's trying to emerge here. And I want to look at this wormwood caution message here for you guys. You know, and you're really needing to nurture yourself and take pride in how far you've come here, right? And let's see, with the wormwood, let's go ahead and read a little bit about why we're getting this caution message, okay? So this actually, the original name of wormwood refers to the Greek goddess Artemis, goddess of the hunt, okay? And I was getting that Virgo energy, all right? Artemis gave the plant to Chiron, the centaur healer who derived medicine from its leaves. In terms, he named wormwood after Artemis in her honor. Okay, this medicinal herb was widely employed as a digestive aid, despite its potential toxicity, and indeed it is also listed in recipe for digestive liqueurs. The marked bitterness of this plant has a strong smell to ward off pests, and it can even be used as a flea treatment. Okay, wormwood can repel pests and ward off all sorts of ailments, but it also is toxic in some quantities. It's much the same way caution can save your life or keep you out of a sticky situation. Fear or anxiety can also be toxic. Many situations require prudence and look before you leap attitude. If you're seeing this oracle, ask yourself what areas of your life may need further examination or investigation. Yeah, coming out underneath the records here. All right, channel the Queen of Swords with her clear sight and ability to cut through deception and confusion. The Knight of Pentacles provides a different perspective, speaking of caution in an operating system. Here is a knight that never charges in. He asks for measured, long-term approach rather than impulsiveness when making decisions, okay? So becoming really disciplined about what it is that we're doing here, becoming very disciplined with, you know, our spells, our magic, the energy that we're putting out there, really grounding our earth into the earth energy here, particularly for those of you intuitives that are watching this, you know, and so that we can actually get ready to meet our destiny. We can stay grounded. You know, and I think here what's blooming in you, pile number 2, is this ability to be grounded and disciplined while also reaching towards you know, the spiritual, while also connecting with your true self and really manifesting what it is here that you want, okay? And nurturing the rebel within you, nurturing the person within you, having pride, having a sense of strength and power and authority about the uniqueness of who you are, pile number 2, okay? So I also want to read this card number 3 for this guanine and cystosine here. And I think those are 2 kinds of like, you know, like chemicals, I feel like. So it's the chemical reaction here. And yeah, it's these 3 hydrogen bonds exist between the nucleotides of guanine and cystosine, creating a triad of consciousness that allows for a 3rd-dimensional awareness and focus, providing continuity, consistency, and connections in relation to the physical 3D experience, reinforcing one's commitment to the evolutionary journey here on this planet. All right, so the formulation produces a stabilized trinity from which one can maintain a point between opposites and extremes, merging them together for deeper integration as one works to cultivate the strength to stay in the space between polarities in order to create positive resolutions. In musical terms, it equates to a basic chord, offering additional harmonic information that connects and softens the surrounding undertones, right? This nurture card here with Clover, needing to nurture and soften. Be flexible and allow for triangulations to occur that will bridge the gap between 2 viewpoints to create a 3rd perspective. New perspective that's going to shape your destiny, pile number 2. All right. And being like really having a lot of pride in the person. I mean, taking who you were before and becoming this new energy, this new thing, and being very proud of the person that you've become, right? And sprinkling pixie dust and magic on others, becoming the goddess of love and beauty, right? Taking pride, you know, and a lot of people think, oh, it's wrong if I take pride in my appearance, right? Or I shouldn't be vain, or I shouldn't take pride in my appearance. And no, I feel like what's blossoming in you guys is a real sense of appreciation for your own beauty, right? For your own beauty and for your physical body, and having pride in that. And discipline in your manifestations and in your goals, all right? And being flexible in what you decide to do here, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Let's see what is blossoming for my pile number 2s. What is blossoming right now? From letting go of other people's expectations about who and what you should be, and becoming very, you know, having a lot of pride in who you are, I feel like is something that's blossoming in you right now. And this is part of your destiny, your Akashic records. And some of you may be destined to help other people in this way too, to break out of, you know, and it mentioned here, like feeling like we're in a prison, or feeling like our soul has been shackled, right? And some of you may have past lives of being in prison or being oppressed in that way. And I feel like you guys are here to help people get free from that, okay? And as You're here as part of a council of light to others as well. Some of you may work with the physical body, with nutrition, with health, you know, working on your energy levels here. Yeah. Oh, I love this. Look at her arms. They're so strong. We have like archery going on here. I mean, we have this sense of other people, you know, kind of enroaching or kind of encroaching on us here. I say enroaching, encroaching on us with their energy, right? And we're feeling a bit defensive here with the Seven of Wands, but we're also feeling really strong physically in our bodies. Look at her arms. Look how defined her arms are here. Look at the determination on her face. Even in times of struggle, or when we feel under pressure, or we feel like the world is kind of closing in on us, like we become extremely strong, right? We become very, very strong and grounded in who we are. Yeah, and you know what? I feel like Spirit is also saying, be careful with this caution energy. Be careful of overdoing it, all right? Especially if some of you guys are, you know, in the gym, or you're lifting weights, or, you know, you're putting a lot of stress on your back or your shoulders. I feel like Spirit is also saying caution here. And, you don't have to do this all alone. Although I feel like you're very capable of doing this alone, pile number 2. I also feel like Spirit is saying here, it's not your destiny to always struggle and to always feel like everything is on your shoulders, right? Or that it's not your destiny to have to. Yeah, your soul has faced that many times here, pile number 2, and your soul is very strong and capable physically, emotionally, mentally, all right? There is a huge strength in you. But Spirit is wanting to bring this nurturing energy here, this 2 of Cups, Clover, this nurturing energy, the goddess energy, okay? Pride for how far we've come and how disciplined we've been and what we've been doing. But here with this Council of Light, it's helpers, okay? Helpers. And realizing we can get as much done through our heart space, through love and devotion. And, you know, and I do feel like I'm getting an energy of reconciliation. And I feel like for some of you, this could be with a sister or a brother, or this could be with a friend or a family member. I feel like, you know, if there was any bitterness or sense of like defensiveness, or sense that, you know, this person wasn't going to be there for you and that you needed to do things on your own, I feel like Spirit is putting purposefully, you know, bringing this commitment to you right now. And I feel like, you know, you're the younger one here, or the smaller one, or the shorter one in this 2 of Cups. And I feel like for some of you, this could be your guide here too, coming to hold you and protect you. But I also feel like just this healing and this reconciliation, where we are not feeling so defensive and alone, right? And we're not doing too much, like to the point where it takes a toll on us physically. Like we're actually putting time here to feel the love around us, okay? And I feel like you're not going to feel as alone, or that you have to do everything on your own. And I feel like that is blossoming from you. Yeah, you guys are letting go of a sense that, and some of you may actually be leaving someplace, or taking leave for a while from someplace, or taking a vacation, right? A very well needed vacation. And I feel like some of you maybe came back from a vacation recently. And if so, you're having a lot of realizations about, you know, how you want to feel in your connections, and, you know, what's important to you and what needs nurturing for you right now, okay? And you're getting a lot of downloads and a lot of information about, yeah, how you want to move forward in the future, and what your new path could be here, all right? We have the Fool energy. So it's like we're getting a lot of really good ideas and communicating those, and we're feeling a lot lighter, all right? Because the Fool is that you know, ether kind of energy. It's like that gaseous energy, right? Maybe some of you have been really gassy lately. I don't know, right? But like, you know, it's that gassy type of energy. It's like getting gassed up, getting ready to go, getting ready. But it's like this energy of feeling lighter, okay? And that's what I'm getting for you. What's blossoming for you, pile number 2, is an energy of feeling lighter and feeling more peace in your mental body, and feeling just, you know, feeling like you don't have a care in the world, like you're just a lot lighter than it used to be here, okay? Feeling, and in this lifetime, I feel that you've had a lot of discipline in your past lives too, and, you know, now it's time to feel light. Let's see, what else? 2 of Pentacles, right? And let's see, why is the 2 of Pentacles here? What is blooming? What is here? Why is the 2 of Pentacles here? Okay, so I definitely feel like sometimes you guys may, you know, it's like, yeah, like once you finally put down the burdens and you let go and you let other people help you, I feel like some of you are like thinking about a crush, or you're thinking about, you know, and you may be like, this is distracting me a little bit, you know, and some of you guys may be like, well, yeah, I like it, but I used to be so focused in the past, and now I'm feeling a little more distracted by a shiny new thing. Or some of you may be getting a pet, or you may be seeing things in a new way, or you may just be opening up your heart a little bit more here with the Page of Cups, and now you're like, okay, well, I did it, and now I'm a little, like, now I feel like I have more to juggle, or I'm more distracted, okay? And when I talked about the frustration in the beginning of your reading, I feel like, yeah, and I am getting the name Donna or Dom, D-O-M or Donna, and I am getting the D names here, okay? Some of you may have that person in your life, or know someone with that name, or heard that name recently, but yeah, we have, and some of you are just, I feel like you're not wanting to be a part of any drama, okay? You're not wanting to be a part of any drama. I feel like life, you have enough going on. You want to have pleasant experiences with people that are, you know, the people that are actually emotionally available and willing to be there for you, and you willing to be there for them. And you guys are just not about, you know, you're not about staying in situations where it feels like, you know, you have to quickly grab what's yours and then run away because it's a shit fest, you know? And I feel like resources are scarce, and so we have to fight for that. And so then once I get what I need, I'm just gonna run off, all right? And I feel like you guys are becoming mentally disciplined here. You're like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I am just going to take an inward journey here, and I'm not gonna let what other people say or do affect me like I did before. That's what's blooming for you. One more, getting out of the rat race. I feel like for some of you guys too, getting out, you know, the trouble with the rat race is if you win, you're still a rat, right? I feel like some of you guys are needing to let go of that as well here. You need space to nurture the things that you're working on here, okay? So what else does Spirit have to say? 10 of Swords. Yeah, a sense of exhaustion, a sense of hopelessness, and that things will never change, right? We have 2 10s, and the 10s, we have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, and the 10s talk of something being like overdid. It's overdid in a way. It's like we've reached a point of saturation, right? Where we can't keep doing what we were doing before anymore, and we know it. We know that something is over. We know that we can't keep carrying the burden, and we can't keep fighting in situations that are going nowhere, you know? And we know that we shouldn't expend and waste our energy in that, right? So it becomes more of like, you know, trying to kind of ride the wave when things change, okay? And And knowing that, yeah, there's a lot going on around us. There's a lot of competing priorities and things that are happening. There's a lot of balls in the air here, but we need like that nurturing. We need nurturance, I feel like, is what we need in this pile, and we need to feel lighter. And that's what I feel like is blossoming for you guys, okay? And staying away from any drama that doesn't concern you. I also feel like that is blossoming for you too. The discipline to kind of do that, okay? To kind of stay away from that. Because that's going to help you with your manifestations, I feel too, as well, pile number 2. So that's what I'm getting for you as far as what is blooming for you. I hope that that resonated for you. I hope that you were able to dial into that energy. I love the energy. So thank you so much, pile number 2. So let's go ahead next and move into pile number 3. Oh, the cards are all kind of mixed in at this point, right? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Clearing the energy. Thank you. Pile number 3, you picked the Leopard Jasper, and we are looking at what is blooming within you right now. Pile number 3, what is blooming? And what's blooming for me is this love of Leopard Jasper. I actually went on Etsy and got a crystal tower of the Leopard Jasper because I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it, okay? And yeah, it's very reassuring, I feel like. So hopefully I can give you some reassuring messages. Pile number 3, spirits, angels, and guides, please be with me, please guide me as I get into pile number 3's energetic field. Oh, woo, 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 pile number 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. What is blooming here for my pile number 3s? Dialing it in. Fox shape shifting. All right, cuties in pile number 3. Yeah, shape shifters. You guys, yeah, with the Leopard Jasper, like spots, having spots, right? Hiding, camouflaging, shape shifting into our environment. This fox too is always like really, really pretty, I find as well too. I'm seeing the number 12 and 7 here. So maybe you were born on the 12th or the 7th, or your birthday adds up to that, or 12 and 7 are important numbers for you. I'm also seeing 2 hours. 2 hours, okay? So maybe after 2 hours within of watching this video, so the energy is gonna shift for you or something's gonna happen. Let's go ahead and see, right? We always wanna remain curious with the fox energy. Full moon, yeah, something is shifting here. A project, something new, something is coming into fruition. You guys may get some important news in the next couple of hours, I feel like here. Ooh, we have snake energy, eternity. I also heard maternity. Is somebody on maternity leave, or somebody is thinking about maternity, or thinking about, you know, the evolution, the harvest, the shape shifting here. Wow, right? Look at this. The eternity, the Ouroboros, right? The continuation of everything. Let's see. We have cosmic collaborator. That's you guys. I also just saw a dog here, or a small dog. So are you guys have a little doggy companion, right? That's with you for eternity. I love that. I feel like there is a dog coming through here. And, you know, yeah, Spot, Fido, welcome into your reading too. We have universal attunement, repattering, and guidance, okay? So Spirit is saying here, you are collaborating with Spirit. And that's why there's some harvest that's coming in here for you, pile number 3. Let's see what else we have here. We have stabilize. I actually think Leopard Jasper is a stabilizing, vitalizing influence, which is interesting. So we have stabilize, and we have St. John's wort, and we will talk about and read about that. We have trout lily and patience coming out underneath the full moon harvest, right? stabilizing patience, right? Being willing to take our time with things. We have eternity to do what we're here to do. And the universe is our cosmic collaborator, pile number 3. Steampunk priestess, look at you. Oh my God, I love that. I wonder, do you guys have red hair and glasses, or do you have glasses like that? Okay, do you wear glasses? There's something about, you know, for those of, I have really bad vision, but I wear contacts, and I also wear glasses too, but you know, there's something about people that have really bad vision. It's like, you know, like 2020, like not 2020 vision, but are super, super psychic, right? Because I'm seeing the third eye is just like boom, right? But she's wearing glasses. So let's see what else we got here. We have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. That's where the patience is coming in here, right? That's where the patience coming in. And there is going to be some really good news, I feel like, that you feel like you've been waiting an eternity for, and you've had to have so much patience, right? But it's coming in. We're at that point where something is shifting here. We have peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Peace. All right. So peace and acceptance coming in here for you guys. All right. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Look at the cat. All right. So I mentioned a dog. Now I see a cat here. But yeah, transformation and deep healing, stabilizing through those moments where we are shifting and changing, where we're actually like becoming something totally different, right? Being really patient with ourselves in those moments. Broomstick, clearing out that energy, right? Releasing. We have this peace card here of releasing all negative energy and, you know, sweeping up our floors, right? Just the act of kind of sweeping up our floors or swiffering our floors or getting rid. Like, do you guys ever notice when you clean, like how the energy shifts? I feel like some of you guys here, it's like a spring cleaning is also what you need, okay? That's going to help with this transformation. We have wand, intention, right? So whatever you point your energy at right now, and I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to say, right, I am pointing my energy for you right now at this full moon harvest and this transformation that you are going through and this peace that you are, you know, you're coming into. And I'm putting my wand here for you right in the middle of cosmic collaborator, that you are being helped by various forces and beings that are impacting your trajectory here, okay? And I'm putting this wand right on your third eye for growth and intuition. All right, so I'm doing it for, right? Like, I feel like this pile, it's like you guys are on the precipice here, and where you point your intentions and how you clear your space is important, like how you stabilize your energy and rest in that moment right before things fully bloom and take shape, right? So yeah, I want to read about this steampunk priestess, card number 7. We're doing magic. Like, we're always doing magic, even in readings. You know, I actually, when I'm doing readings for you guys, I try to do magic for you in readings, because like so many things are happening below the, you know, below the surface level that we don't always know. But, you know, like a snake coiled up with the energy of eternity, we're cosmic collaborator. Like, I am wanting to be a cosmic collaborator with you, pile number 3, and say, here, let me help you too. Okay, let me support you too. Not necessarily help, because I don't think you guys are doing great here. All right, I am feeling this. It's not like you need a ton of help. You're naturally going through the process here. It's more like just support from people. All right, so steampunk priestess, 1, 2, 3, trust in what you see. 4, 5, 6, the truth is behind the tricks. 7, 8, 9, clarity divine. You shall see what you need to see at the perfect moment it shall be. All right, so the steampunk priestess comes to you when there is more to something or someone that initially meets the eye, okay? You might need to look closer to understand what is happening or to trust in what you are already perceiving, even if a part of you doubts it, because the truth of the matter in such cases would be so at odds with superficial appearances. I just was talking about what's going on below the surface here, okay? She reminds you to trust your insight, no matter how startling, surprising, surprising or shocking that intuitive hit might be. She also brings a reminder to get focused on what matters to you, so you won't lose precious energy either by worrying about what went wrong or trying to sort something out in your head, right? Getting out of our heads and just clearing the energy and then pointing to what we want. That's peace. That's acceptance, okay? When the time is right, even the most confusing situation is going to come into focus, and your understanding of the matter and what you need to do or not do will be crystal clear. Set an intention for clarity and trust in what you see, okay? The eye of love is in my heart, and the eye of light is in my head. Show me the truth. Show me the truths most helpful for me to see at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I feel relaxed and comfortable trusting in what I see when I see it, okay? So this article, or this card, is actually artwork done by, it's called Misread, and you know, that's so funny, Misread, Misred, misread. That's so funny because it's also like misreading situations, right? And having patience with ourselves in those moments and stabilizing our energy and accepting, like, even if we felt like we did misread something, like, it's okay, right? We can clear that energy. We can let go of any negative, you know, energy. Like if we felt like, oh my God, I didn't do that right, or that didn't turn out like I want it, right? We can always clear that. This is by an artist named Monique Tulip. Monique Tulip. I love that. Okay. I love that. All right. So let's see. What else am I feeling to read for you here? Okay. Yeah. I feel like this patience, this trout lily patience here. So let's take a look and see what we get for this trout lily. Okay. I got this Hedge Witch deck here, but I don't really know much about flowers, so. Oh, and here's the St. John's wort, or stabilizing, all right? So maybe we could just look at this. The oracle property stabilize speaks to this plant's long history to use as a good mood stabilizer or antidepressant. With this perfect balance and keen judgment, the King of Swords is a wonderful companion to this herb, as he embodies all the traits that St. John's wort is meant to grant: a clear mind, focused thoughts, and subdued emotions, right? Patience, right? We have an eternity to do what it is that we're doing. And so that is what is blossoming for you guys here, is a clear mind, focused mind, and subdued emotions, right? So we can accept and be peace, right? Have peace, be peace. Okay, know that we've got an eternity to work this out. So let's see if we can find the trout lily. Okay, so let's see. Trust is not granted quickly. To really understand a community, relationship, or a job, there is no substitute for just putting in the time. In tarot, we could relate this to the Eight of Pentacles card, a card of apprenticeship that reminds us that skills are acquired through work and practice. Another card that speaks to patience is the Ten of Pentacles, the legacy card, which shows us the rewards of patience and investment in one's community and family. You may want things to happen now, but sometimes the slow path is the only path, right? And that's okay. That's all right. And you guys are starting to understand that the more time that you have to see things carefully, the more time that you can have peace and acceptance. All right. And you know, what's so funny is in the beginning of your reading, I saw that 2 hours, right? I saw the number 17, the number 2, and 2 hours. All right. All right, so I'm also getting the word regression. So some of you guys may be going into past life regressions or feeling a regression. I also saw the word resignation. So some of you guys may be getting ready to, I feel for some of you, this could be about your work or your job. You could be thinking about resigning or doing something else here, all right? Transforming that energy. Okay, Six of Cups, right? That's kind of my therapy card too. And when we see this St. John's wort, like people taking that to get rid of like mood issues, or not get rid of it, but to work with their mood issues or antidepressants. You know, the Six of Cups here is like my inner child kind of therapy card. So I feel like some of you guys are working through that energy right now, and things are becoming a lot clearer, and you're taking care of your mental health is what I feel like here. All right, we have acceptance and peace. And when we have acceptance and peace, like our mind body is in balance, and we have a lot of patience. Okay, and I feel like this mental peace and patience is what is blossoming in you, pile number 3. Okay, and after you do that, then we get the wand energy, we get the excitement. It's time to point in the direction that we want to go. 12:12 on my clock right now. I thought I just saw the number 18 as well. So let's see, numerology may be important for you guys in pile number 3. We have the 6 of Swords, right? So we have this harmony energy of the 6s. It's about, you know, emotional depth and harmony and connection. It's about mental harmony, emotional and mental harmony. It's like you guys finally getting not control of it, but just getting a more of an ease and flow with your mind and your emotions, so that you can truly set your intentions and start to really harvest that full moon energy for yourself. Okay, it's like getting a lot of peace and calm and strength in your mental and emotional body here. Let's see what else here. What else is blossoming here? 8 of Pentacles. That's so funny because patience was, we talked about with the trout lily, and patience being related to the 8 of Pentacles. That's such a huge confirmation that your patience, your perseverance, and a calm, peaceful mind is part of what's leading you to the 10 of Pentacles, what's going to lead to your ultimate success, to your legacy, to your abundance, you know? And it's just like, it's this patience that comes from kind of giving ourselves over to the task with a clear mind, a very clear emotional and mental body here, focus, right? And how good that's gonna feel to us, right? The 9 of Cups, I feel like, is resonating with this acceptance energy, right? I'm learning to accept the things that I can't change, and I'm learning to find peace and patience in what I do, right? And I feel like this 9 of Cups, like once we accept things for the way that they are, right? And we accept that, you know, maybe sometimes things didn't go our way, or things weren't fair, or, you know, things like that came up, right? And I feel like, you know, Spirit is really, I feel like you guys in pile number 3, like you're growing a lot emotionally and mentally, okay? And that you're growing a lot in the way that you see things, and the patience that you're developing, and the acceptance, and it brings you peace. Okay, yeah, we have Page of Pentacles here. So, you know, and I also feel like for you guys too, like physical touch could be very healing for you right now, right? And maybe getting a massage or hugs, or just the simple things, right? The simple things like you know, eating a good meal, or, you know, having a good balance in our nutrition, right? With this Page of Pentacles, it's like things become simpler. They just become simpler, and they just become peaceful, right? And there may be, and because we had this come out on Cosmic Collaborator, there may be an earth sign. Maybe they're a year or 2 younger than you, or they're a little bit younger than you here with the Page of Pentacles, but you know, I feel like there could be some kind of helper here, a Page of Pentacles helper here that wants to, this could be a girlfriend, or this could be somebody in your life. This could be a sibling, a spirit guide, but I just feel like, you know, there's somebody here who has your back. There's somebody here who wants to collaborate with you, but not take up too much of your energy, or, you know, infringe upon your peace. All right. And I feel like it's like baby steps, right? With the Page of Pentacles, it's patience. It's like, okay, I'm not going to bite off more than I can chew. I'm going to take everything one step at a time. And that is bringing us into our harvest, into that full moon energy. Okay. What else is blossoming? Also, Page of Pentacles, I feel like This could be like Taurus too. It could be springtime, April, May, end of April and May, like feeling a lot more peace and a lot more focused about what's going on around you. Yeah, because you guys are coming out of a phase of overanalyzing something, or feeling like people are talking at you too much, or you can't get any relief from the voices or the noises around you, or just even your own mind, like just overdoing it, over analytical, pushing your mental body too much. I feel like you guys are coming out of that, okay? And you're letting go of that. Astral healing here too is completely possible with the Ten of Swords. Oh, and there we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? Instead of just jumping through things really quickly, we're having patience. I feel like a lot of you guys too are needing to, especially if you've dealt with anything like depression or any physical issues or any like mental health stuff, I feel like you guys are becoming more loving towards yourself, okay? Your attitude towards this is transforming, and you're clearing out old energies that say that if you need to rest or take things a little bit slower, that it's because you don't have what it takes or you can't handle it, okay? And you're letting go of that attitude and belief, and you're accepting where you're at. And you know what? That is going to bring you step by step here to a lot of stability is what I'm feeling for you. Okay, pile number 3. So, and on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. It's your happiness. It's that happiness that you may have felt was eluding you or that you couldn't see at times, okay? And that's what's coming in for you here. And look, there's the Knight of Pentacles right underneath there, which we were talking about, that patience card with the Knight of Pentacles. Not doing anything too quickly, not rushing yourself, but taking steps to take care of yourself here, okay? So that is what I am getting. I love that energy for you, pile number 3. Please let me know, like, share, and subscribe, comment. I love seeing your comments and love interacting with you. So blessings everyone to all the piles, and take care.